What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you guys are here. Welcome to another video. Guys, listen up. If you're new to this channel, if you're new to the strategy, if you're new to the strat, you're struggling with trading, struggling with the strat, this channel is going to change the way that you trade in the stock market. We're going to help you guys out. We're going to make you consistent. We're going to make you profitable. But the first thing I need you to do is go down below, click that subscribe button, and then hit that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when I send out videos just like this one every single day. Okay? If you are on Twitter, I am also there. You can find me at Mr. Clark Griswold. So if you have questions, comments, you can DM me there. You can tweet at me. I send out tweets throughout the day. I also do the same thing in my Discord. So you can go down in the link in the description below. There's a link there for the Discord. You can go in there. You can talk all day about trades, what setups there are, what setups you're taking, profit, loss, all kinds of other things. And then everything that I offer you guys that's free or fee-based can be found in that Discord, okay? So everything you need is in there. So I send out videos like this for you guys every day for free. I've got 300 plus videos available on this channel for you guys to learn how to trade the strat, how to learn to trade profitably, how to learn to trade consistently. And that's why I have this stuff here for you guys. And I just want to see you guys be successful and see you guys be green. There are a couple things I want to talk about before we get started. Number one, the screen that you see on your screen is TradingView. Okay, so TradingView is a charting platform. I use that to chart all my trades. If you guys have never used TradingView, you're looking for something like this to chart your trades, well then you can go down in the description below. There's a link there for TradingView. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services, free for 30 days. And then if you decide to use it, you'll get up to $30 off of the subscription of your choice, okay? Up to $30. So go check that out if you've never used TradingView before and you're looking for something to use or a new platform, you can get it there. The second thing I want to talk about, guys, is are the ads. So I know the ads suck. Nobody likes watching them. Those ads are put there by the advertisers, and it pays to keep this stuff free for you guys. It pays to keep the videos free for you guys. So the one thing I ask in return for me putting in the work to put out these videos for you guys is to let those ads roll through. Go get a drink, go get a snack, come back and let those ads roll through. And then as we go through this video, we're going to talk about some other things, the indicator, etc., etc. But like I said, let those ads roll through, keep the money in your pockets, let the advertisers pay for your education. Alrighty, guys, let's get started on this list. I hope you guys had a great trading day on Wednesday, hump day. I know there's one guy in the Discord room today did 600% just trading QQQ. It was a very green day. I'm having a little bit... I found setups. Don't get me wrong. I found some setups for you guys, but I feel like the market is still just showing that bearish sentiment. And again, this is just my feelings, and I don't trade off of feelings. But if someone were to say, hey, you have to pick a direction, I would say the market goes down tomorrow. I'm going to say SPY has a red bar tomorrow. Again, I have no idea. That's just what I think. But let's go through these plays. We'll see where we're at. And then stay tuned till the end. I'll give you my top 5, okay? Or at least a top 3 that I think will play out for you guys. But I'll give that to you guys at the end of the video. So let's get through this list here. We'll start off with Pfizer. So Pfizer had a 2 down that finished green. Okay? Meaning we broke the bottom of the previous bar, but we finished green, not red. Okay? And then we had an inside bar before. So realistically, we're just looking for a 2 down, 2 up reversal. Or you can look at it as this 1 included, and then it's a 1-2-2 rev strat is what we're looking for. But it's basically a 2-2 reversal. So we can look for calls on this thing at 46.21, and then we place our first target at the top of the preceding wick. And this is one of the things I love about the strat, guys. And I had a one-on-one with a guy, and I said this is one of the things that really, I don't want to say separates the strat, but it's one thing that really attracted me to the strat, because I could always enter a trade. I just didn't always know where I should exit. A lot of people tell you to take profit at 10 or scale out at 20 or scale out at 30. But why are you doing that if the stock is still moving up? So I never had a stop loss. I'd never had, you know, this is where you should get out. This is how you should manage your trades. And that's what the Strat does. Okay, and that's what we teach here. So the Strat, like on Pfizer, we can look for calls at 46.13, which is the yellow trigger, and we can look to take our targets at that green line. Okay? And in order to manage this trade, you can go down to a smaller time frame, and if it reverses before it hits this target, then you just get out of the trade. And it's not scaling out at 10, 15, 20%. You're letting the candles or the target stop you out. Okay? That's how we should be trading. Essentially, that's what's going to give you guys the best success and the best profitability. So that is a play on Pfizer. If we move on to the next one, we'll go to Apple. AAPL. Apple had a 2 down that finished green. Again, this is why I'm having an issue with this, because we've got a bunch of the time frames pushing in the red. Okay, so yes, if we trigger on this candle here to the upside at 156.66, the day and the week will be green, okay? And then we'll have the hourly, we'll have the daily, we'll have the weekly, and we'll have the quarterly. The month and the yearly will be red. But there's a little bit of conflict in what we're looking at in a lot of these plays, in some of the plays anyways. So calls at 156.66, and then again, our first target is just the top of the preceding candle. So next up, we'll go to AMC. AMC had a 2 down that finished green as well. And basically all of these plays are either 2 downs that finish green or they're in current inside bars, okay? We'll get to the inside bars in a second. So AMC, we can look for calls at $8.46. And there's good magnitude on this to come to the upside. It's pretty good range to get up to that point. So we can look for first targets at $8.75. And if we get to that target, then that's just before that is where the week will flip to green, and we'll have fairly good time frame continuity on that one. We'll go to AMD. AMD, again, 2 down, finish green. And again, we have this conflict here, but if we trigger, that week's going to turn to green, that hourly will turn to green. We are at the bottom. Like, this is no joke. It's not 2AT, broadening formations, guys. Look at this. To the bottom. Does that mean we're going to reverse up? It doesn't, but this broadening formation was drawn way back here in April. Okay? This is the bottom right here. Lower low to a lower low. If I zoom back in to see that. Here's your lower low to a lower low. And I just drew that and I left it in. And we've tagged exactly. Okay? Just like we've tagged these. Okay? Higher high, all the way down to this lower low. Now, it is very possible that this just continues down to one of these lower time frames, okay? It's very possible. Or, the other possibility is we have this 2 down that finished green. We can call that a hammer candle, okay? That's a bullish pattern. And we can look for triggers on this thing at $80.25 to take calls. And look for our first targets at $80.89. Okay, bottom of broadening formation, exactly, to a T. Okay, it doesn't get any more clear than that. That's why we have broadening formations, because that's the way stocks move. They aggregate, and I've said this before, they move like a heartbeat. They don't go straight up or they don't go straight down. You can look at this. Hey, look, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's how they move. So, would I look for this thing to trend up? It's very possible. It's also possible that this stuff just continues to come down. Okay, BAC is up next. BAC, same thing. Oh, it's not the same thing. So inside bars. I love talking about inside bars with you guys. I love talking about inside bars with the new people. Okay, this yellow bar is painted yellow because of the Griswold Strat indicator. I talked about it earlier. This indicator has a bunch of stuff on it, okay? One of the things it does is paints the inside bars yellow for you guys. Paints the outside bars white. Gives you the OB tabs, the IB tabs. Gives you the candlestick numbers. Gives you this time frame continuity. Gives you Sarah Strat Sniper's 50% rule. It's an all-in-one stop shop. It's $25, one-time fee, US dollars. And if we change it, if we upgrade it, if we add to it, you guys don't pay anything additional. It's just added. It's a one-time fee. You get it for life, okay? So, looking at the inside bars, Okay, when you purchase the indicator, you see the yellow bars. I want you guys to think of a spring being loaded and compacted and tightened. And when you release that spring, like a jack in the box, you know, the da 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 da. When you see those and you think of that tightening, we want this thing to explode up or down. I'm using hand signals. You guys can't see this. I'm moving my hands up and down. But if we go back to find the last inside bar, and I love doing this because it shows you guys that this is not a foolproof plan. It's probabilities. The probabilities are high, but they don't always work. Just like this one. Doesn't always work. But this one did. The candle says buy here, and we take targets. Okay? Take profit at your targets. Here, 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 here. And we didn't gap fill. Okay? Here's another inside bar. We trended down to start. Didn't work. Came back up. Here's one. It worked. Here's one. Looks like it... Did we work on that one? It did. This one worked as well. So probabilities tell us that yes, when we have these inside bars, boom. Inside bars, this one opened, boom, came back down. This one right here, boom. Okay? The probabilities tell us that inside bars have a high probability of creating a profitable trade. Okay? So I went a little bit fat on that one. Calls at 33.65, puts at 32.63. We'll see what happens with the time frame continuity. It's a mess right now on BAC. Next up is C, Citibank, ticker symbol C. And that has a an inside bar. There's an inside bar? 2 down, barely, that finished green, okay? So, again, we can look for calls on Citigroup at 48.73. But this time frame, again, I really would like to see the week in the same direction. I'll take the trade on the hourly and the daily. The weekly gives you a higher probability, just like the monthly does, the quarterly does, and the yearly does. The more you have, the higher probability you have of that trade being successful. CL, Colgate Palmolive. Here's one, okay? Hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, all green. So, if I'm looking at this trade, based on time frame, I'm going to say it's going to go up. And that would be the higher probability trade to take. So we would look for calls at 78.65. And then our target would be at 79.11, just like our target to the downside here at the bottom of the wick would be 77.55, and a first trigger there for puts at 77.91. Comcast had an inside bar as well, I believe. There it is. Okay, this one. If we trigger to the downside, that day is going red, and we have full time frame to the downside. And that's what I would like to see. This full time frame continuity gives us a high probability that this trade works out. The thing I don't like, guys, is that target right there. There's no meat on it. There's no room for it to run. So we have to go back all the way to here to find your next targets. So I think here's one, and then it looks like there's another one right there. Okay? So those would be your next two targets. And man, this is so tight. But that's the way I would look for Comcast to trade. I would like to see a little bit more meat, a little bit more room here off of that first target, but it is what it is. So we'll move on to D-Dog, Datadog. I'm not sure the spreads between the bid and the ask are great on this one, but we can look for calls at 96.14. Goldman Sachs is up next. That's GS, 2 down, finish green. And we'll look for calls at 332.16. And the first targets can be placed right there at 333.25. Then we've got Lucid. Lucid, 2 down, finish green. Hammer candle, yes, it's a bullish pattern, but we're looking at this majority of the time frame to the downside, and that creates a problem for me. So Lucid would not be on my top 5. You can take the play if you want. Does it work out? Maybe. There's a broadening formation to the downside here. Okay, if we zoom out, we can see where it was drawn. And there it is. Do we hit it? We'll find out. Okay, but for tomorrow, we've got a bullish hammer candle setup, okay? But we're going against time frame continuity, so that's a problem. Moderna, I think Moderna had an inside bar. It didn't. It had a 2 down that finished green, but we have really good magnitude to the top side. And we've got the hourly and the daily. We've got the monthly. That weekly will not flip until right about here, okay? But again, there is conflict on these higher time frames, but when we're just day trading and we're in these trades for, you know, an hour or less like I am, all I need to see is the hourly and the daily, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so calls at 135.09, first target at 133.38. Procter and Gamble will move to. Procter and Gamble has an inside bar, so calls at 137.76, puts at 136.02. We've got the time frame to the upside, and if this flips and trends down, well, then we've got full time frame. This is where where everything would flip on us, where the hour or the daily and the weekly, well, just the weekly, because if we're trending down, the hourly and the daily would be red. The top of this body on this inverse hammer, that's where the week would flip to red. We'd have full time frame to the downside. So we'll look at Procter and Gamble tomorrow, see how that one turns out. Palantir, inside bar on PLTR. I'd like to see this one trend down due to the time frame. So puts at 7.18 and then calls at $7.43. And guys, stay tuned. That top 5 is coming right up. Roku inside bar, calls at 65.64, puts at 62.58. Facebook, 2 down, finish green. We'll look for calls on Facebook at $160.96. First target we'll mark out together here at 161.69. So that is a list, guys. If we're looking at a top 5, Pfizer's going to be on there for me. So we'll move to Pfizer. Pfizer has this 2 down that finished green, but we've got nice time frame continuity there. So that is something I would look at. BAC. Yeah, BAC will flip here on the week to green. So if this is another one that I would look at, Pfizer, BAC. We can look at, I don't like Citigroup. I do like Moderna, mRNA, because we have that good magnitude. We've got a big bullish candle here. Okay, and then the other one that I really like, guys, and we just went through it, that's Facebook, Meta. So I really like Facebook as well, just because we can have that time frame continuity on the week, the day, the hourly, and even the quarterly. Maybe not so much on the monthly, though. So, but we do have that day, that week, and the hourly for sure. So, guys, if you thought this information was great and you think you learned something, you'll learn even more at the end of the video. I've got a learning tools playlist set up for you guys. You click on it, it'll take you through a bunch of videos that will teach you how to trade the strat profitably and consistently. So make sure you click on that at the end of the video. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe down below, click that bell. It's the important part. Get in on the Discord, use the link below. I want to see you guys in that Discord. Good luck trading on Thursday, guys. I wish nothing but the best for you guys, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.